Welcome to Birmingham, Alabama, the Magic City today at Protective Stadium as a couple of teams look to walk away as champions of the Birmingham Bowl. Bowl games are not only a reward for how you played in the regular season, but can be a springboard into next year as well. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Troy Trojans, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up and get this bowl game underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Troy's offense comes onto the field first today. Guys, it's been a long season. These two squads have had their fair share of battles, but today, David, they have a chance to end the season with a W.
Yeah, and it's a little bit old school, right? With the bowl system, not as much to play for, but you get to put that uniform on again. And it should mean something. You had the bowl prep. You got to have some fun in a different city, Jesse. Now you get to go out and attack this game.
And it's another opportunity just to finish the season.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And the pressure gets to him again, another sack.
And it's hard to imagine starting a game any better than this defense has. 2 sacks on the opening drive of the game. Something that they pride themselves on. If they get you in these types of situations, they can pin their ears back and get after. They've got multiple guys that can be a factor when it comes to rushing the quarterback. You're seeing that very early here in this game.
So Notre Dame's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
And that 3rd down pass left a vapor trail, but it's incomplete. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. Dead center perfect. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. The Trojans trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. And the Trojans will try to pin them back with the punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll call for the fair catch here. Here come the Irish back on offense. So they've put up some early points, and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Finds his big tight end. And it took the defense a bit to get a handle on him. A little slippery with all those juke moves. They'll test the right side. Across the 35. Oh, the sweet juke gets him free. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot. That he makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. The Trojans want to pick up the tempo. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Outside the pocket, lets it go. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. Punt is on its way. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. Here's the handoff. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Off the play fake. He's got his man. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. He leaves it with the back. Gets away from one, finds room. Got the first down and more. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. They'll give it to him again. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. Using his legs, it's Hayden. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. To the air, it's Ali. Under fire. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. He's going to try to punch one through from 45 yards away. Splits the uprights. Good. And that will extend their lead even further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Looking to throw on first down. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. And the Trojans have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Off play action. He's got it. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Not in lockstep there with the receiver. The Trojans will punt it away on 4th down. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play call.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, David.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
Handoff to the lone back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Irish facing quite a challenge here on 3rd and a mile. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Wanted to make sure not to give them a chance for a return as it goes out of bounds. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Quick release on the RPO. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. And the Trojans moving quickly to the line. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. They'll run the RPO and pull it right. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. Off play action on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Snow. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one? Big play for the Irish there, reminiscent of a Tim Brown or Rocket Ismail.
Yeah, and I'm glad you used a reference in the last 30 years, Reese. Just trying to find playmakers at Notre Dame, and Michael Mayer, obviously, in the recent years, was a guy that you could really, really depend on. Trying to find those golden Tates, those elite players out wide is something they've been missing over the last several years.
Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. To the air, it's Ali. Fires to the tight end. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. And here comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple today. And is slips just inside that right upright. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
So, guys, we'll have another look at this Troy offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Incomplete. He had it right in his hands for the pick, and I believe he might have been thinking about those big plays he's known for. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. This time on target. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them, they're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Trojans will hustle to the line. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Got it in the middle. It's Kendricks. He'll have enough for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 45. And the Trojans are moving quickly down the field.
When you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get 1st downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. He's got it down the middle. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Let's talk for a minute about Troy. The biggest problem for schools at this level is getting enough big bodies, particularly on the offensive line, and getting a three-star guy like this can really help them at this level, Jesse.
Yeah, and when you get guys like that on your offensive line, you can get a couple.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Trojans. Some much-needed life from this offense as they try to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. You're down. You got to make plays. You got to get your team back in it. Great start. Keep chipping away.
On the run from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Here come the Irish back on offense. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker who is so important to this team.
Dropping back, it's Ali. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Wants to throw on first down. Pressure coming. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Wants to go up top. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. He stopped short, and it's 4th down. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And you couldn't ask for much more than that. A perfectly placed punt pins them inside the 5. Single back formation, and they give it to him. Finds a crevice and picks up 5 out to the 8. The Trojans want to crank the tempo.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Now the play fake. Punts it out of the air. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. He gets it away from his own end zone. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way.
Defensive coordinators always preach swatting and batting at the football and trying to punch it out, trying to dislodge the ball from the ball carrier, and boy, they did it right there.
Wants to go up top on first down. Rushes on him. What a nice job by the defense stringing that out and forcing him out of bounds. He got nothing. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. The pull and throw off the RPO. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Trojans come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll try to sneak it.
3rd and 1, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Back to pass. Here's the pressure. And when the heat gets home, they knock him down back at the 45. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The Trojans send out the punt unit. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Rides to back and leaves it. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. 2nd down coming up. Just feeds to running back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Notre Dame comes to the line trying to convert on 3rd and short. They've got the screen set up. Plows through the defense. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Motion from the wideout. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Snow. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Ali. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. And he just throws it away on 3rd down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that. The Irish send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Nice job to make the fair catch at the 16. Make sure that ball didn't bounce into the coffin corner. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. The give to the tailback. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Reese, talk about an entertaining first half, and always such a fun and vibrant environment there in Birmingham at the Birmingham Bowl.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They more than got the job done in the first half. Now the job in a bowl game, don't get distracted and finish the deal here in the second half.
I mean, love the way they came out. They had all that time off, didn't look rusty at all, came out with the foot on the accelerator, looked really, really good. Palmer, you just more of the same here in the second half.
I agree. And if you're on that sideline right now, now's not the time to be thinking about the off-season, your strength program, what classes you're taking in the spring. You need to focus on finishing this game and punctuating this season.
Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down. The kick is on its way. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. Looking downfield on 1st down. Quarterback on the move, still looking. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. And the Trojans come to the line in the hurry-up. That's reeled in. It's Kendricks. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. 3rd down play from the gun. He'll off one deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Hunt is on its way. He'll call for the fair catch and make it at the 14, and they'll be backed up to start this drive. Here come the Irish back on offense. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. And he tried to string out that run, but there was nowhere to turn it upfield, and he's forced out of bounds for a loss. Trying play action. Unloads to the wideout. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. You talk about being handed a chance on a silver platter. 1st and goal from the 3. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. Fighting his way for every inch, but he still needs a few more. He stops short of the goal line. And they'll send out the field goal unit. A really short kick, but you've got to have that angle just right. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. It's now a 1-possession game, 16-10.
Man, as a defensive coach, that's a win. When you can be already put in a bad position because your offense fumbles and they're in scoring position and you give up just 3, that is a situational football at its best. Nice job by this defense, handling a little adversity and just giving up the field goal.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. On the run, it's Hayden. Finds his way ahead for 5, and now they've got it at the 28. Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. To the air, it's Ali. That's caught. It's Snow. They've got it out to the 34 after getting 5 there. Lining up from the 34 on 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the big fella. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Quickly to the tight end. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They go to the ground. Sweet cut there. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a 1st down. The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Irish come to the line facing 2nd and short. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Throws for the tight end. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. So here comes the field goal unit once again. They've already kicked 3 tonight. It's good. Easy call for the refs.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. Fielded in the end zone, it's Greenlaw. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Now the Trojan offense returns to the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, David.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
To the air on first down. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll run play action. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. They had the big play to start the drive, but a couple of misfires now leaves us with 3rd and 10. Bringing the heat. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Irish! What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
Looking for the 2-point try. Dropping back, it's Ali. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, the Troy offense returns to the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Gets the back moving. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The Trojans in the hurry-up. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the 3rd quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the 3rd quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. That last drive was a long one, Jesse. They'd like this time to pay it off with a touchdown instead of a field goal.
No doubt, Reese. They had a lot of good stuff going that last drive. Need to get a tutty up on the board here to extend that lead, David.
And I think you definitely want a touchdown, but if you put another long drive together, get points, multiple possessions in a row, start to let those body blows add up and wear this defense out.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The play action fake. Caught over the middle. It's Snow. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. A first down run on the doorstep. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And the route is on.
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You could tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Starts a drive trying to go up top. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
The defense is just killing it. Success after success after success. If I'm the offense, I got to change something up, or my quarterback's going to be forced to change because he's going to be in the injury tent.
And the Trojans now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Finds his big tight end. Knocked off his feet. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. The Trojans will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far. Grabbed over the middle. It's Brown. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Looking for a man. It's Ali. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. So, guys, we'll have another look at this Troy offense. Oh, they're after him. Got the back over the middle. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the grab. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. And the Trojans come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Off the play fake. Under fire. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
The Trojans decide to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Here come the Irish back on offense. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen, almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
He'll just throw it away, and it'll be 4th down. The Irish send out the punt unit. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. And a precision punt there will pin them deep inside their own 10-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Poor starting field position here for this offense. Looking to throw on 1st down. They're setting up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. He'll throw it. On target. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the 1st down. Rides the back on the option. The give. Looking for room at the 25. He'll have the 1st down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stopped. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
The name of the game is protecting your quarterback. He can't have success or complete passes on his back. Let's get the quick passing game going, maybe hand the football off. But whatever we're doing, let's go the opposite direction.
And the Trojans with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. The give on the inside. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. It'll be 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He's going to throw deep right side. And the pass is incomplete, and there's a penalty flag down, and no big secret why. That receiver was being mauled by the defender.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Wants to throw on 1st down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Oh, it's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
The Trojans trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass on 2nd down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Smith. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Motion from the back. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Finds a man on the left. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49. And the Trojans are marching down the field. To throw, it's Clark. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. The Trojans want to move quickly. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Wide open downfield. Turning it on. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Troy.
Put quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
2-point conversion attempt is on the way. On the ground. He's not going to make it. They stop him at the 1, and the 2-pointer is no good. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They'll need to get this one to the 31 here on third down. Spins away from the defense. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Got it behind the line. It's Snow. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on second and short. Looking for a man. It's Ali. Setting up the screen. Breaks into the open. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. And they'll take a knee and watch this clock keep on winding its way toward a victory. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And they'll take a knee, the universal symbol for we have this thing in hand. Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory here.
And I love when teams go out and play like it's sudden death. Like if they lose the game, their entire season is over. This game wasn't for the national championship, but you wouldn't know that watching this winning team, David. Tremendous effort and tremendous execution.
I love competitive people. I love competitive coaches. I love competitive teams that they know that their job is to go out and get a W no matter where you play. You want to play in the parking lot? We'll go meet you. Great job of this team being ready, getting the W.
And with that, the season comes to a close for these two teams. Another bowl game is all wrapped up, and we are finished as well. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, thanking our entire crew and thanking you for being with us for another